So here we have the paccheri again. We got to throw it in the pot. Okay, paccheri is in, recipe number 2. We want to use either button mushrooms, which everybody can get, or if you want to be a little bit more fancy about it, well, then you could use porcini. You see, these are dried porcini. I want to start with some melted butter in a saute pan. So I've got 4 tablespoons of butter unsalted. I'm going to add some pine nuts. This is going to give a nice little crunch to this dish. So pine nuts go in, and you stir those around. And then I want about a cup of mushrooms. So I'm going to set this aside and just chop up some of these porcini. You could do a mix if you wanted to. I love porcini mushrooms, and you know there are porcini d'estate, which means the summertime porcinis, and then you have the fall porcini. So I'm going to put all of those in because I really like that flavor. So they go in, porcini, and then let's add some fresh button mushrooms, just sliced up. So I would say about 2 cups total because mushrooms do cook down. So we just want to stir that around and allow this to get soft. This is going to take about, I would say about 5 minutes. So give it a little bit of salt and pepper. And you allow this to cook. So I'm going to let that cook while I go on to the next part for you. So I'm going to put that right back there and bring up another frying pan and show you what happens next. So while that's cooking, put a little lid on that. While that's cooking, we're going to add some olive oil to our saute pan. So a little olive oil goes in here. And now I want some garlic again. So I'm going to do my little trick with this microplane. Here are the remaining sliced up button. They're going to go in. And we want to get these soft. I'm going to raise the heat now on this and just start to move those around until they're soft. And when they're soft, I'm going to give them a little bit of wine. So you see what's happening here. These are cooking down nicely, but I want to get them soft enough so that I can puree them, because then they're going to be added to the mushrooms that I have in the pan. So a few more minutes, and that sauce is ready. And we're going to transfer this to a bowl. I'll put it right in there. You could actually use it just like this if you wanted to, but I want to make a little smoother sauce out of that. So now let me just move this out of the way so I can show you what to do next. So now you're either going to do this in a blender or you're going to use one of these wonderful little tools and just smush that down, making it smooth. Very mushroomy. Okay, shake that off a little bit. You be careful with that blade. Set that aside. Now we got to check our mushrooms here that we have cooking. Let's see what's going on here. Aha, they are cooked. So now I want to give them a little bit of vino bianco. Little vino bianco, and you want to scrape up any of those bits in the pan there. And now we can add this to the pot. This is such an earthy dish. I just move that around. Get that nice and well blended. I may give that just a little bit more white wine, just a touch of white wine in there. And then, of course, I want some parsley. So here's some flat leaf Italian parsley going in. Remember, Italian parsley has flavor, curly parsley does not. A little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano goes in. And that's all there is to it. So that's your sauce, your mushroom sauce. So now we need another beautiful serving bowl. Here's mine. Take the pasta out and drain it. You admire those. And did I tell you that a pound of paccheri will serve 8 people? Well, look at the size of them. They're huge. All right, now we can turn this off and get our sauce on. So all of this we pour right over the top, just like that. And let me give that a toss. Beautiful. You just toss that. Look at just how succulent this looks. Get all that mushroom flavor really well blended with the pasta. And what I love about these paccheri is that all of this sauce, the little bits of pine nuts, the mushrooms seep into those little crevices and hide there, just like the garlic was hidden. Beautiful. And then you can add just a bit more cheese over the top.